Hello and welcome to the Social Entrepreneurs Ireland Gathering 2021. This is an event that we hope will inspire and uplift you.
The theme for the night is "We are the change we seek." There is no cavalry, we are the cavalry. It's up to us. And you know, over the last 18 months, we've all been through a lot. And in many ways, we've shown the best of us. And we've seen how when we really get together, we can make impossible things very, very real.
Tonight we're going to give you an opportunity to get inside the journey of a social entrepreneur. We're going to show you how they create that change and how we can ensure that they get all the support that they need to continue doing that amazing work as we come out of this pandemic and long into the future.
Our vision at Girl Media is to spark a movement of unity and shared understanding. We believe that Ireland is such a diverse country. We want to celebrate those differences, but at the same time hone into the fact that we're all humans who are worthy of dignity and respect. Anytime I explain to someone what I see in the future for Girl Media, I always say, I see it as a BuzzFeed with a social impact. Our pilot project is titled This Is Quote Unquote Them, which highlights the stories of people in different and diverse communities such as the autism community, the Muslim community, the Black community, to really show the world that there's ultimately more to them. When we have those open conversations, we can build bridges, we can create actionable steps together, and through that we can build unity in our society.
Our daughter was born 10 years ago. When she was born, she had Down syndrome. We made a decision early that she had two typically developing brothers and we wanted her to have the same opportunities in life as they do. And about 3 years ago then I was at a conference about Down syndrome and I heard the statistic that 90% of young adults with Down syndrome are not in paid employment. And I decided to research what were the best projects for adults out there with disabilities, and that has become now the Together Academy. What I want is the adult Down syndrome community to be included, to be part of normal society, to be seen. The change we're hoping to make in the next couple of years is support these guys as individuals and as a group, get them their work experience, and then hope that we don't have to go asking for the job, that it's obvious that with the right skills and with the right supports, these guys are ready for work.
I think the climate crisis is on the forefront of everyone's mind in the last few years, and food waste is actually one of the largest contributors to climate change. Just food waste alone contributes to 10% of all greenhouse gas emissions, so that's 5 times the airline industry. So if we tackle this one single problem, it's actually the single greatest way to take carbon out of the atmosphere. We'd already been working with food retailers for a really long time and they kind of had a lot of their bases covered and were doing really well on that front. But we noticed that the food service industry, which actually is the highest creator of food waste, didn't have a solution to help them produce their food waste. So after many months of research about what the industry needed to reduce their food waste, we created Positive Carbon.
It's a scales that sits above a bin, so it can sit above a bin and it uses lasers to see everything that's happening in the bin. What this enables is for people to see what they're throwing out, and when people can see what they're throwing out, they can start changing behaviours. So like, oh, I throw out broccoli, why do I keep buying so much broccoli? Maybe I should buy less broccoli, and that's kind of what it boils down to for us.
Gaming, especially during COVID, became a huge part of how people connect with each other and how they spend time together and interact. And for a lot of people with physical disabilities, they're just not able to access that. And this was a huge problem for me because I really love playing games. When I was looking for a solution, I couldn't find one.
We started coming up with our own ideas. One day we were kind of like, how can we get people to test different designs easily? Okay, what if we make lots of different shapes? We send the shapes out to people, they make control themselves with that. Okay, why don't we actually make that the product? We've had a lot of amazing people that have supported us, but we've also had a lot of people along the way that would have said, you know, this is too difficult. Building hardware devices is extraordinarily difficult, and you know, if there was a solution here, a bigger company would have done it. But really, whenever we're in doubt, we go back and we talk to potential customers and we send them out the device and we ask them if it works or not. And we've just seen so many positive cases where it's really had an impact.
People like SEI see the impact that we can make and just support us through that.
For us, this really started with a conversation between myself and my co-founder, Cleena. She's a cybercrime investigator, but also volunteering in schools. And she really found herself being taken away by how engaged the children were, how actively online they were, how little parents and teachers knew, and how important it was to educate them. We started in September. We were rolling out our education program by January. Since then, we've spoken to 30,000 primary school aged children and, you know, several thousand parents and teachers as well. But as I've gone on this journey, I've learned so much more, and I've actually got more passionate. I more strongly believe today than I did on day one about the importance of educating children and empowering children.
I saw that there was a gap in the system and a lot of people couldn't really access counseling and psychotherapy when they struggle. Now we are 15 years later, we have over 130 mental professionals. We operate and provide services in 15 different languages. And for you as a client, it's so simple because you can simply go to mymind.org, click Get Started and see someone within 2 days. I love Ireland because people are so open to help, and SEI is a great example where you can really get this amazing support, and not only financial support but also non-financial support, all the pro bono expertise that is so important in this journey.
We in DCC fundamentally believe that the creativity and passion of Irish social entrepreneurs is crucial in addressing the significant social challenges facing our country today.
We believe in an Ireland where we support people to be the change that they seek. As they look to solve the problems that we see in Irish society today, that means more Mamobos, more Theresas, more Brandon and Evelyns, more Mark and Ashlings, and more Christian and Alexes. If we can leave you with one thing here tonight, I hope it is a belief and a knowledge that we can be the change that we seek. Thank you.